Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitam Cha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Sarvadam Chame Varudam Chame Vedanam Chame Vaibhavam Chame Jivanam Chame Jivitam Chame Devatam Chame Padana Param Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Vanja Kalpatarupcha Kripa Sindhupye Evacha Paditanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So today we plan to cover this Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter. It says Krishna is the source of all the incarnations. So now when we are proceeding, we will probably just mention the first line of the sloka because otherwise we will be running into timing issue. So we want to finish it on time. So here Sutta Goswami, because it says that Sutta Goswami is saying, Sutta Uvacha Jagruhe Parusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahat Adibhihi Sambhutam Shodasya Kalam Ado Lokas Sisrukshaya. So basically here he is really getting into the Srishti Leela of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So he says, in the beginning of the creation, Lord first expanded himself. Two things. One is in the universal form of the Purusha incarnations. So Purusha incarnation is very special. We have covered that also in other Harikathas, but we will just slightly touch about that. And then there is the second thing is, also he manifested all the ingredients for the material creation. So thus, at first there was a creation of the 16 principles of material actions. So that means Purusha is coming and then the ingredients are coming. So this is just the Srishti Leela that Lord Krishna just wished. Because he is not directly involved in these creations. Because he is beyond and beyond. He is not the God of creation. God of creation is actually in a way he is the primary creator. That also he has given that to Mahavishnu. So now he is not the creation God as we perceive. He is different. He is Rasa Raja. So now the two steps are, first one is Krishna's expansion into Purusha avatars, who can facilitate and help Krishna for his Srishti Leela. And then the second is ingredients needed for the Srishti Leela. So what are those three Purusha incarnations? Three things that if you see there, so you have Mahavishnu, that is Karanodakasai Vishnu. He is very, very primary here now. How many manifestations of Mahavishnu there? Only one. Mahavishnu is only one. So Karana means causal. So causal cause for the creation. Udaka means beyond. Karanodaka means Udaka. Sai is in Sayana. He is just always resting and he is breathing out innumerable Brahmandas one after another, then also breathing them back again like that. And of course he is one of the Vishnu. So Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. Then there is one more Vishnu. There are two more. So the next one is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Hiranya Garbha, that is another name for this Vishnu. Garbha means actually egg or something from which the birth begins. So in the Purusha Suktam, we actually glorify this Vishnu. This is the Vishnu that we are actually glorifying. So now how many Vishnus are there? How many Garbhodakshaya Vishnu are there? As many Brahmanda. So he can be somehow be called as Brahmanda Vishnu maybe. One way, because he also has his own Vaikunta. Because Vishnu Loka or Vaikunta. Because many cases when we really read the Puranas, then whenever we see Lord Krishna, not Lord Krishna, Shiva, Brahma and Vishnu, actually they are really confined to this particular Brahmanda only. This is Brahmanda Vishnu. That this is the Vaikunta. This also can't be Vaikunta. Vaikunta means there is no anxiety. So this is one of the Vaikunta. Of the 7 Vaikuntas that we covered a long time back, this is one of the Vaikuntas actually. So the the supreme Vaikunta is basically Srimad Narayana, and beyond that is Goloka Vrindavan, Goloka and all. So now the third expansion is Kshiroka Dasai Vishnu. He is the Paramatma. So he is actually expansion of Krishna only, and he is Paramatma. He is known as Paramatma. He is residing place in Milk Ocean. And he also enters into every atom, and also he resides in the hearts of every Jivatma. So all the avatars actually come through him in any Brahmanda. So because he is the one who is really right, directly he is touching through the atoms and all the manifestations. So that is why all the incarnation need to come down. So but these expansions as Vishnu, three Vishnus, as we see, they actually come indirectly, right? They actually come from Krishna. Why indirectly? Because there is a Balarama expansion is first. Then only the other Vishnus are coming here. So that is why this picture that I used to use before is the Srishti is facilitated. It's nicely we can understand. So anyway, we are not going to go through the detail because we have covered that in detail. But if we see where is a Mahasankarshan is there. So Mahasankarshan, I don't know whether it is my I'm trying to really annotate here. So because if you really draw something, oh yeah, it's working. Okay, hopefully that's working. Okay, so if you really see that, because so you have Balaram. Balaram is the very first manifestation here. And the other side is of course Radharani that we went through. So then we have the first Chadurviha. Then after that, then from there Vasudeva, then also Mula Sankarshana, and then Aniruddha and Pradyumna, they are all coming. But those actually there are Dwaraka Krishna and Dwaraka Balarama, and then also son of Dwaraka Krishna and then grandson of Dwaraka Krishna. Like that you go on to Dwaraka side. But the left side, the same Vasudeva becomes Lord Rama, then this Mula Sankarshan becomes Lakshmana, and then similarly Bharata and Satrukana, that is. But the thing is, these Vishnus are coming to picture in the second Chadurviha. So that second Chadurviha is basically here. So what we really see here, this is basically what we are talking about. Because if you see this here from that Vasudeva becomes Lord Narayana. Right? And then also in the second Chadurviha, that the Mula is not Mula Sankarshana, but it is Mahashankarshan, from whom comes Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. But anyway, we are talking about the Vishnu. In fact, Sadashiva is also Vishnu Tattva only, but here we are talking about only these things anyway to here. But then Pradyumna becomes the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. He is the one who really gives every Brahmanda, like we just covered. And then Aniruddha is the Kshiroka Vishnu, who is actually the Paramatma. Okay? All right, so let us move on. That's a long way to go. So now the second one in that sloka that we saw, that was Mahat Tattva. So Mahat Tattva. So Mahat Tattva is the elements for this Srishti Leela. They all came from Bahiranga Shakti of Lord Krishna. Remember, Krishna got 3 kinds of energies. One is internal potency, and then also the Antaranga, that means internal, Bahiranga external, that is basically all the material worlds and so many unlimited Brahmandas. And then in between is the Jiva Shakti, is also called Tadasa Shakti or Jiva Shakti. So that is the Jivas coming from. Now this Mahatattva contains all the ingredients of the material manifestations. These are made why they are all made? They are all made for the conditioned souls to exploit. We can see how people are exploiting this world. If there is a gold or some war somewhere there, every country, everybody will try to get. There is more oil, all right, war is there. So these jivas, one of the qualities of the jivas, but the jivas is exploitation. So this is the problem. And now this Mahatattva is actually divided into 16 parts. So 8 material energies, of which 5 are gross elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. But then the 3 more are the subtle elements, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Because people may think, oh, mind is not material. No, actually these are all material, but we cannot see them. Because there are, even in our Brahmanda, there are 14 levels of, 14 levels, and we cannot see all of them. We can see only one plane of the 14 levels. So then also there are working senses. That is what hearing, touch, sight, taste and smell, and also hands, legs, speech, and other organs. So these are all constitutes the other part of the Mahatattva. So Mahatattva is assembled in such corner of the vast, unlimited spiritual sky, because it's like a cloud or something. That's what Gurudev is really talking about. So it's very, very small portion though, but that itself we cannot really find out. Because, for example, this sky itself, we cannot find the beginning, we cannot find the ending. So then forget about the spiritual sky. So Mahatattva is only an insignificant portion of the whole spiritual sky. And within this Mahatattva, there are innumerable universes, galaxies, clusters, super clusters, and all those things. So now all these universes are, who is the one who is producing that one? Karana Sai Vishnu, right? Karana dosa Sai Vishnu, he is also called Mahavishnu, who simply actually throws his glance to impregnate the material sky, because he is spiritual. So all the material worlds then ruled over by Mahamaya, who is called Durga Devi. So the next sloka, but again, because we don't have much time to get into more meanings of something, but in the next sloka, this is talking about Karbodh Sai Vishnu. So we really covered in detail about Mahavishnu, who is creating so many Brahmandas from his pores by breathing out and breathing in back again, destroying them back. So Yasyambasi Sayanasya Yoga Nitra Vitanvata, like that it goes. It is about this, because he's talking about Nabi, Hridam, Bhujot, Ashit, Brahma, Vishwa, Surijampati. So Brahma is actually coming from it. So a part of the Purusha is the one, Karbodh Sai Vishnu, is lying down within the water of the universe. From the navel, like a lake of his of his body sprouts a lotus stem, and from the lotus stem there is a flower atop of the stem, where that is the abode of Lord Brahma, the master of all the engineers in this world. We may say we are engineers, but nobody can beat him. All the DNAs, these and everything, who made? Krishna has nothing to do with this. He only wishes, that's it. He is all the way above. So this all Brahma he is a secondary creator actually. So this Karbodh Sai Vishnu is lying in the again, he is lying in the ocean, and what exactly that water actually made of is from his own body, he sweats, and then that's where he is actually lying out. Okay, so it really goes on, of course. So downwards from the earthly planetary system, there are 7 lower planetary system, and then also higher planetary system, there are 7, totally after the 14. So these 14 planetary systems are in the navel. So if you really see that from the navel, there the umbilical cord really goes, as you really see in the picture. So that is basically inside. That is all the 14 dimensions are there for this Brahmanda. Like this, for every Brahmanda, you have something like this, and it will have its own dimensions. Not necessarily just 14 in different Brahmandas, because Brahmandas are different nature. So now, so the conclusion is that Purusha Avatara is mentioned in the 3 features. First, the Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, He creates the aggregate material ingredients in the Mahatattva. Then the second, the Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu, who enters in each and every universe. And the third, which is Kshirokas, Shiro means is actually milk ocean. So this Vishnu is also called Paramatma. He is in every material object, and organic or inorganic, doesn't matter, living or non-living, he is everywhere. And this is very important only is, all these, okay, this is very important to remember, all the incarnations actually come through this Paramatma. Kshirokas Vishnu. As I mentioned, he is the one who is really touching, he has entered into every atom. So thus, every universe is situated in the body of Krishna actually. Right. But indirectly, and thus he has nothing to do with all the material ingredients because he is beyond. So here, the next sloka says, Yasya Vayava Samsthanai Kalpito Loka Vistaraha Tadvai Bhagavato Rupam Vishuttam Sattvam Urjitam. All the universal planetary systems are situated on the extensive body of the Purusha actually. But he has nothing to do with the created material ingredients also, because they're all spirituals. So his body is eternal in spiritual existence par excellence. So in Bhagavad Gita we see that Arjuna saw Krishna in the Viswarupa form. But this form is shown only to the neophyte devotees. Because Krishna is, this is low, very low. That's what. Pashyandi ado rupam adaprachakusha, like that this is another sloka that in Srimad Bhagavatam also coming there is, the devotees with their perfect eyes see the transcendental form of the Purusha, who has thousands of legs and thighs and arms and faces, all extraordinary. In that body there are thousands of heads, ears, eyes and noses, and they are all decorated with thousands of helmets and glowing earrings and are adorned with garlands. So this is way beyond, because now this Vishwarupa Darshana also, actually Lord Krishna has given this darshan to several others also, like Arjuna. And so now, but the devotees, like my Yashoda, so that is even beyond. Even beyond. So that is a even higher realization. So now in the next sloka, in this particular chapter is about the multifarious incarnation, is how they are all coming there. Okay. Now only the actual substance of this chapter is starting. Etan nanavatara nam nidanam bijam avyayam. Yasyamachashena srijyante devatriyan naradaya yaha. So this form, the second manifestation of the Purusha, is the source and indestructible seed of multifarious incarnation. That's what is coming there now. So what is this source is actually talking about? Is this Paramatma. So from the particles and portions of this form, different living entities like demigods, men and others are also actually this Purusha avatar, as you mentioned. So this Mahavishnu is actually creating the universes, and then Garbhodaya Sai takes the in charge of one each Brahmanda one, he's one in each, and then this Paramatma is only one though, but he is the one who is actually bringing in so many other incarnations. And meanwhile, demigods and the men and others, they are all coming from the Srishti of under Garbhodaya Sai Vishnu. So the incarnations are coming from these Kshirogadai Vishnu. Okay, this is what is actually going to go in detail. Now, this is verse number 6. So what it is saying is, first of all, in the beginning of creation, there were the 4 unmarried sons of Brahma. They are the Kumaras, 4 Kumaras. So they actually were situated in a vow of celibacy. So they underwent severe austerities for realization of the absolute truth. So you know that. I mean, Narada also came from Brahma's mind and all those things, you know. So here specifically we are actually talking about the some of the incarnations of Krishna is unlimited. So we are actually going to be talking about 22, 23, something like that today. So now coming here is the second incarnation, that is Varaha. Dvityam tu bhavayasya rasatalagatamahim uttarisyan upadatta yanyayeshak saukaram vapuhu. So the supreme enjoyer of all the sacrifices accepted the incarnation of a boar. This is the second incarnation. So what's the first incarnation? The four Kumaras. But they did not really want to create. So that's why Brahma was actually upset. He got upset with Narada Muni also. Narada Muni also did the same thing. So anyway, so here second of incarnation is Varaha. So why? Because he took this avatar for the welfare of the earth, that he had to really lift from the nether regions of the universe. So earth had to be. So basically he's usually part of the Srishti Lila. He's actually bringing up the earth there from the Patala. Now the next sloka is about Narada Muni. So we actually just touched about that. So Narada Muni also, Narada Rishi is also incarnation of Lord only. But he is actually more in the Bhakta. He's a Bhakta Avataram. Trityam Rishi Sargam Vai Deva Rishi Tvam Upetya Saha Tandram Satvatam Achasya Naishkarmyam Karmanam Yataha. So in the millennium of the Rishis, the personality of God had accepted the third empowered incarnation in the form of Deva Rishi Narada. You have Deva Rishi, Brahma Rishi, Raja Rishi. There are so many different kinds of Rishis. But he is Deva Rishi, means of all the Devas, he is the top. So he is the great sage among all the gods. He collected expositions of the Vedas which deal with the devotional service. Now service is coming. All the others have different, but here's the devotional service is coming, and this nothing to do with the fruitive action. So the devotional service, whatever Narada Munis really came to give as, like Sri Narada Pancharatra, for example. Now if we see that Vedas is mainly fruitive only. It's a karma kanda. If you see that 75% of the Vedas are actually karma kanda only. You worship Lord Indra, you worship Lord Varuna, you worship these Kartikeya, Ganapati, these everything, all the things, so you will get this. This is karma kanda. Okay, but this karma kanda is the basic, but Vedas are mostly based on that. But then, as part of the every Vedas, the four Vedas, there are Upanishads. There are 108 Upanishads that are important. Actually, there are 1008. Of that, 108 are very important. They are all attached with, because most of the Vedas are gone. So this Narada Pancharatra, Srimad Bhagavatam, these are all devotional scriptures. Okay? Now coming to the next one is Nara and Narayana. These Duhrye Dharma Kala Sarge Nara Narayana Rishi. See, in the fourth incarnation, the Lord became Nara and Narayana, the twin sons of the wife of King Dharma. Thus he undertook severe and exemplary penances to control the senses. So now the sense control is coming, because sense control is very, very important for devotion. That is why Upadeshamrita starting with Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, like that it goes. That's where it starts. So also if we are going to see in the Srimad Bhagavatam, King Rishabhadev, so he advised his sons, do tapasya, acceptance of penance. That he said that is the only duty of the human being. That was that the extreme he talked about. So it has to be done by done by the devotees in order to attain the Lord. But who did it here? Lord himself came as Rishabhadev, and he did it, true. So it was done by the Lord himself as in an exemplary manner to teach us. The Lord is very kind and to the forgetful souls. He therefore comes himself and leaves behind necessary instructions and also sends his good sons as representatives to call on the conditioned souls back to Godhead. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also appeared for the same reason, to show special favor to fallen souls of this age of iron. So this incarnation Narayana is worshipped still at this Badari Narayana. So this actually opens only, remember when the Akshaya Tirtha is starting, that is the time they really open this one. Then after some time they will close because it's very cold there. So, and also see on the top left, that is the real deity inside. Deity inside, because on the other picture you are not really able to see, but there on the top left I put that. So it is believed, this is important. It is also believed that these deities manifested in the body of Arjuna and Dwaraka Krishna. They also want to have pastime. That is why some gurus or whatever they are saying, they also say, no, Krishna is none other than, Krishna and Arjuna were none other than Narayana. No, not like that. There are so many things happen, because when Lord Krishna descends, it's not just he alone comes. He brings so many of his associates, his expansion, everything is come. Yeah. So, anyway, so now we are getting the 10th one. Okay, so here's Panchama Kapilo Nama. Panchama means fifth. Panchama means fifth. Fifth is Lord Kapila Dev. So the fifth incarnation named Lord Kapila is foremost among perfected beings. He gave an exposition of the creative elements and metaphysics to Asuri Brahmana. Because actually this knowledge was also eventually lost. So the sum total of the creative elements is 24 in all. Each and every one of them is explicitly explained in the system of Sankhya philosophy. So this Kapila is so that Kapila who really become a Nastika, he is a different Kapila. This is the Lord himself actually came. So we have to be very careful about here. Okay. So anyway, this is the fifth is Lord Kapila Dev. Actually, as we go, there are more details about the pastime. So then comes the sixth one is Shashtam. Shashtam means six. This is Atrer Abatyatvam. Oh, this is the Tattateria. Tattatreya. Tattatreya is the incarnation of the Lord. That is mentioned in Brahmanda Purana actually. So this is the sixth incarnation of Purusha, of the son of. Okay, remember there is something very important. Here, Lord Krishna is there. Balaram is there because he is the expansion of Swayam Bhagavan. Then from Balaram comes the other expansions that we talked about, Purusha Avatar and all those, even Guna Avatar, everything. But we have to, so this one we are talking about the Purusha Avatar, especially. But remember, Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. Then Balaram is actually first expansion. Then from him comes all the other Purushas. And also from the Purushas also coming these incarnations. We have to be very careful about to understand. We should not take that this is directly coming from Lord Krishna. Okay, that's why at the end we will finish it up. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. That sloka is very important. That's why we have to finish this particular strip. That is the most important. So, the sixth incarnation of the Purusha was the son of the sage called Atri. He was born from the womb of Anusuya. You know all the stories. Anusuya really wanted to really have Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu and to really come as a child to him. So like that, there is a lot of stories there. But then in connection with that, there is also said that Anusuya, the wife of Rishi Atri, prayed before the Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, like, oh my Lord, you are, if you are pleased with me and if you desire to ask me, ask from some sort of blessings, if you desire me to ask blessing, then I pray that you combine together and become my son. That's how it is there. So this was accepted by the Lord, and then Lord means what? As a Purusha expansion. So he is coming as Tattatreya. The Lord expounded the philosophy of the spirit soul, and he especially instructed to certain very, very dominant personalities called Alarka, Pragalada, Yadu, Yadu, not Yadu, Yadu and Haikaya, like that. There are anyway. So that is that avatar. Now the seventh. Tattat Saptami. Okay, now we are talking about seventh is Akutiyam Rucher Yenyo. Okay, so here the seventh incarnation was called Yajna. Yajna is not the one that fire sacrifice. The fire sacrifice is different. But here also he became a Yajna, son of Prajapati Ruchi and his wife Akuti. So he controlled the period during the change of the Swayambhav Manu and was assisted by demigods such as his son Yama. Okay, so a lot of names are coming. Sometimes it may be misunderstood. So during the period of Swayambhav Manu, that is the present period, is actually what? Vaivasvata Manu is the one who is ruling our Brahmanda right now. Because right, every the Kalpa is divided into so many 17 or something, so the Manvantaras. So these Manvantaras actually will have so many of these Chaturyuga cycles, and then one of them who was ruling that was what? The Swayambhava Manu. But the thing was, that time, no suitable living being was available to really accept this post. So the Lord himself at the time became he really took this position. So that is Yajna, son of Prajapati Ruchi and Akuti. Okay. And now the eighth one we are coming. Ashtami is 8. Merudeviyam tu. This is the famous of the king Rishabha that we were talking about. So the 8th incarnation was King Rishabha, son of King Nabi and his wife Merudevi. In this incarnation, the Lord showed the path of perfection, which is followed by those who have fully controlled their senses. Remember, that was what I was mentioning also that time. And who are honored by all orders of life. So basically sense control is there. So the teachings of King Rishabhadev is very famous instructions we will see in Srimad Bhagavatam as we go. Then comes King Prithu. So Rishibir Yachito Beje Navamam Parthivim. So here Parthivam Vapu is coming. So what is this? This Parthivim means actually Prithu. Prithu is actually So this is the 9th incarnation when all the sages were praying. So as per the prayers of the sages, the Lord accepted the body of a king. That is Prithu, this King Prithu. And who was the one who really made this earth, the earth beautiful and also fertile. It was not giving us as much. It is like a cow, because the cow is actually compared to the earth. Earth. Because we are taking milk from. So similarly, that is why in the picture, this King Prithu is actually chasing the cow. The cow is none other than our earth only. Because he is demanding, I will catch you and then I will plow you so that all the sand, everything will become soft and fertile, so that yes, all the plants and vegetation can really come. So that is why he is also called King Prithu, because Prithu is actually meaning earth only. So he was the one who was chasing earth. That is why he got the name too. Rupam Sajagre Matsyam. Now coming some of the the known avatars that we really have, part of the 10 incarnations. Actually, incarnations are unlimited. We are talking only few, just out of it to read, so that we understand some of the primary ones. So here, when there was a complete annihilation after the period of Sakshusha Manu, remember the one of the Manu? Here is Sakshusha Manu. And the whole world was deep within the water. So the Lord accepted the form of a fish and protected by this Manu. So because the period after every Manu, there will be some big devastations like this. So that Sakshusha Manu, after him, the annihilation was there. So now the next one was supposed to be Vaivasvata Manu, who is ruling right now. So the Lord accepted the form of a fish to protect, protect so many things, and especially that devotee, that who is actually the Vaivasvata Manu. So, and protected this Vaivasvata Manu, so that he is not going to be wiped out by the annihilation. So this Matsya avatar, like because that was how, because he got the fish, he went to going to give the oblations, and then he really got a fish that just jumped on his hand. And then that fish was growing and growing and growing. Then he started talking. And he said, yes, I am, I want a big place. Then he really put it in the lake. And then I want a big place. He really put it in the ocean. And then it was still too big and too big. Then he says, yes, this is going to be annihilated very soon. I came to save you. Then do one thing, make a big, strong boat, and then tie it in my the one fish, and what they call the horn or something kind of. So there you tie, and then I will say everything will be destroyed. But you, and with whoever, you really keep everything. So it is actually very similar to what is the Biblic story that Noah's Ark, something like that. Anyway, then the 11th is Kurma Avatar. Suranam udaddim matnata mandarachalam datre kamatta rupena prishta ekadase vibhu. The 11th, ekadase means 11th. So the 11th incarnation of the Lord took the form of tortoise, whose shell served as a pivot for the Mandarachala hill. So because they remember when they wanted to churn the milk ocean, to take Amrit from there according to the instruction from Lord Vishnu, because these all the Asuras and Suras, they always were fighting. And finally, Lord wanted to play this role. What was the role behind? He wanted to really bring Tulasi and also this Amrit and give only to Devas. So in that, he really somehow, arranged in such a way that Devas and Asuras were part of that. Anyway, so this is a different thing that as we go, we'll go over that. So this is the Kurma avatar that we are talking about. And now the 12th is Dhanvantari avatar. So it's the same sloka again. No, it's not the same sloka. It's a different sloka again. Here, Mohiniya Mokyam Striya, it comes there. So this Dhanvantaram, though this Dhanvantari avatar was the one who really, that is the Lord himself finally appeared carrying the pot of this nectar that he really, he wanted to give it to Devas. So for that came Mohini avatar, that's the next one. So she was the one who was giving only to Devas. Okay, all right. So here in the 12th avatar was Dhanvantari. So 13th avatar is Mohini. So that's so basically Lord appeared as Mohini, and he really allured the atheists by the chanting, after the chanting of the milk ocean by these Asuras and Suras, Devas and Asuras. And when the Amrita came, then she, from Dhanvantari, this Mohini was the one who really got and then tried to distribute to all the Suras and Asuras, because they were all jointly working together. But who got it? Only demigods got it. Okay, that also will come in the detail as we go. Then comes the Chadurdasham Narasimham. So 14th avatar is Lord Narasimhadev. In the 14th incarnation, the Lord appears as Narasimhadev and tore the strong body of the atheist Hiranyakashipu with his nails, just as a carpenter pieces a cane. That's how it's described here, because Erakam katta irtiyada. So he's like basically you take a carpenter actually just how he is chopping the wood. Like that he did the major thing. Also in the other regular Lord Narasimhadev Stotra, he's actually used the naka, his fingernails to really cut the strong stomach of Hiranyakashipu. Actually today in the posting also something interesting came about the meaning of Hiranyakashipu, more deep. Hiranya means actually gold. Gold actually implies wealth. So those who are actually setting the aim as only accumulating wealth or gold, that's a Kashipu, there's the hankering for it. They are all the actually Hiranyakashipu. So finally what will happen there? So they will because they think they can enjoy. But did Hiranyakashipu enjoy? No. So that is what the meaning of Gurudev nicely explained that. So because our focus in this human life is to really focus not on, you just have whatever that is necessary. But the thing is, hankering that will become Hiranyakashipu. And then the 15th is Panjadasham. Panja means 5, Dasham means 10. So 10 plus 5, 15. 15th is Vamanakam. So Vamana avatar is coming. So in the 15th incarnation, the Lord assumed the form of a dwarf Brahmana, is Vamana. And visited the arena of sacrifice arranged by Maharaj Bali. Although at heart he was willing to regain, the kingdom of the 3 planetary systems, that because he wanted the heaven. But this Vamana only asked only 3 feet of, but finally what happened? Everything he measured with that 3 feet. So that is the great Vamana avatar. And avatare shodasame pashyam brahmadrutto nirupan. Okay, so here this is the 16th incarnation of Godhead is Brugpati. Who is Brugpati? Brugpati is Parashuram. So, see, the Lord, because he came, and he came to really kill what? All the Kshatriyas who are really become so corrupted. So he annihilated the administrative class, Kshatriyas, 21 times, 21 generations, being angry with them because of their rebellion against the devotees. So that was the Parashuram avatar. Of course, he had to really kill his own mother. Okay, that is how it started there anyway. So this same Parashuram was the one who really came to South India, and the place where we are from, that Kanyakumari, that was also submerged as part of the Lemuria kingdom before. So Parashuram, when he really came, and then after killing cutting the head of his mother as per the order of his father. So then he was really so upset, and he really came here and threw this axe in the ocean, that in the Cape Comorin south there, and the land just came out, and that land which joined, which is actually along with the Sri Lanka, everything, that is all part of the Lemuria kingdom before. It's all sunk. So this our district, our place actually was reclaimed, and also along with some portion of Kerala. And actually Parashuram afterwards went in meditation, and when he was in the meditation, and eventually, because he can live, he's still here, and that was the time when Dwaraka was actually just sung under the water, sea water. That Vigraha, that is the Guruvayur of that deity that Lord Krishna, Dwaraka Krishna gave to Uddhava, that came floated because of the Vayu, Guruvayur. Guru means Pragaspati, Vayu means Vayu Bhagavan. They both worked together so that they did not want that deity to really sing, because Uddhava could not do that. Uddhava also got. So then it was really coming all the way in that ocean, and then finally settled here. That time Lord Shiva was also meditating there. Parashuram was also there. They all together got and they installed. That's what the Guruvayur temple is about. So now the 17 is Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa is avatar. This is the reason, because Vedavyasa is avatar of Krishna, and so now if you really, this is the reason that people say that he is actually none other than Narayana only. So the 17th incarnation of Godhead, Sri Vyasadeva appeared in the womb of Satyavati through Parasara Muni. So Parasara Muni was actually taking a boat to cross the river. That must be Ganges or whatever the river it was. Then actually what happened was, that time was so auspicious. He wanted to really make a son, and this Satyavati was actually the boat woman, and eventually she was impregnated, and that from whom came Vedavyasa. So this Vedavyasa was the one who really divided the Vedas into 4 branches and sub-branches, and because he saw that the people are not going to have that much of intelligence to understand. That was the reason he divided, and each division he really gave in charge to some of his disciples. Now 18th is Ramavatar. Naradevatam napanna. Because Ramavatar is a perfect man, how a man should really live. Surakarya chikrishayam samutra nigrahadini chakrevi yanyat atatparam. So in the 18th incarnation, the Lord appeared as Lord Rama in order to perform some pleasing work for the demigods. Why Ravana need to be killed? And also so many other pastimes also. So he exhibited this human, the powers by controlling the Indian Ocean, because he was the one who really was the cause of building the Sri Lanka, that Setu is called Setu, bridge from India, from South India to Sri Lanka. That's a portion. So he killed Ravana, King Ravana, and that is Lord Rama Avatar, as you all know. Then the 19th is Balaram Avatar. Now you have to be careful. We are mixing. Lord Ram is, yes, he is in the high level. Remember, that's why I really showed you the expansions, how they are all coming, the Chaturvyuha, Chaturyugas. Because first expansion, Lord Balaram. So if we see the incarnations, they're all mixed. Balaram also comes. And then if you really see down there, again remember Lord Ram and Lakshmana, remember that all came in the first Vyuha. Rama, Lakshmana and Bharata, Shatrugna, they're all the expansion, but they're in the high level. And that Lord Rama we saw. Now Lord Balaram is also coming. This is the time. Also along with that, who came? Krishna comes. Okay, this is where people really get confused, because we are talking about not only expansions, but expansions of expansions also. That's what we covered earlier in the beginning, especially. So the 19th and 20th incarnations, what 19th is Balaram and 20th Krishna came. This is where people get confused. Oh, then Krishna is an avatar too. Okay, but listen to me very, very carefully. This is where people don't understand that. Okay, so they came for doing their Leela and also to remove the burden of the world. So the specific mention in this sloka is Bhagavan. You see the last word there, last line there. Bhagavan Aharat Baram. All the others, it was not really mentioned as Bhagavan. So here they're Bhagavan because Balaram and then Krishna, they are all very, very high level. So the specific word Bhagavan in this text indicates that Balaram and Krishna are original forms of the Lord. This will be further explained later, of course, that they're saying that Lord Krishna is not an incarnation of the Purusha. Because all the others are coming from Purusha only. We saw that, right? It's all Vishnus and this and all. As we learned from the beginning of the chapter. He is directly the original personality of Godhead, who Krishna. So, and Balaram is the very first plenary manifestation of the Lord. So, from Baladeva, the first, Chaturvyuha comes, then the Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna, they become Rama, Lakshmana, etc. Then again, second one, that is Lord Narayana, etc. It goes there. Again, that Vasudeva is more of Amsa of Lord Krishna. So the second Vasudeva expansion is Lord Narayana. So this is very important. Now coming here. So I am Bhagavan Krishna also descended. Same sloka by the way. Because Rama Krishna itibu. Remember the third line? He says that Rama Krishna itibu Bhagavan Aharat. Here very important. In the 90th and 20th incarnation, the Lord advented himself as Lord Balaram and Lord Krishna, he is saying. That's what he's saying there. So this is how people get, they sometimes confused. Krishna is not coming from any of the expansions. In fact, Balaram is also not actually. Even though he's a first expansion, that is fine. But as we go, we will read that of all the incarnations we are talking about, Krishna is not an avatar, but he is the Swayam Bhagavan. See, we talked about all the things. It doesn't mean Krishna should not come down. That is nonsense. He also comes down. But sometimes Bhagavan himself, right, comes down. So, all the avatars we saw all came from our Brahmanda. Lord Brahma is the chief of this Brahmanda, and he himself got into illusion also. That is Brahma Vimohana. See, because he thought that the little boy in the Gokul, he said, oh no, he's not Swayam Bhagavan. See, look at it, even Brahma. He's a lord of the Brahmanda. Then what about us? How can we understand him? This is why this sloka is coming. This is very, very, very important. Next sloka. This is a Buddha avatar we are talking about. So the Bhagavatam is continuing that. Yes, that is not avatar. Okay, now here the Buddha avatar is coming. Tadakalau sambravritte sammohaya suradvisham buddho namna anyana. See, this Anyana Sutta. He is actually son of born as Anyana. Then, so here, in the beginning of the Kali Yuga, the Lord will appear as Lord Buddha. No, do not confuse about the Buddha that appeared recently. That is not Buddha that we are. He just took the name of the actually Lord Buddha. He was son of Anyana. Ajnana actually, that's the province of Gaya. This Buddha has some resemblance, but he's not this Buddha that is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So why he came? He came to delude those who are envious of the faithful devotees. Same thing again. Lord Shankaracharya is none other than Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, why he had to come and then preach the Mayavadism and then, take all these people away from Krishna? He did it under the law, under the order of Lord Krishna. That's why, how do we know? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu clearly said that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to South India, this Shiva and Parvati, they also appeared as Brahmana and Brahmanis. And then honored Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They got discussions about all these things too. Now the 23rd is Kalki Avatar. Thereafter, at the conjunction of two yugas, the Lord of the creation will take his birth. It's yet to happen. All the other things happened. But now this is yet to happen. That is the appearance of Kalki incarnation. And he will be also born as a son of Vishnu Yasa. Actually, there are so many called Sadgurus and these gurus and that gurus. They are actually claiming that, so and so already appeared as Kalki. And somebody is even saying, I am the Kalki. But he was gone. He was gone, dead. I am the Kalki. He was really putting so many things out there. And also, there are so-called Sadgurus. They are telling that the Kalki, this Kali Yuga is gone already. And then somebody was asking, then in that case, why we are getting only sins more and more? This is ridiculous. How can you prove? Because these people came to really give all kinds of nonsense philosophies like this. And then in our Vaishnava Sampradaya and also in the scripture it is said they are all crocodiles. Crocodiles means this world is full of crocodiles. It will devour you anytime. Mayavadism, Shankaracharya, these Advaitavada, these Vada, all kinds of things they manufacture. They say they are Kalki. They are supreme. They are this Baba, that Baba. These are all crocodiles. We should be very careful. That's what it's saying. So Buddha Avatar came to delude these kind of mended people away from the Lord. That was what it is. So actually when Lord Nityananda Prabhu actually was really touring, he actually took his feet and then just to hit the chest of a Buddhist actually. So he was meditating or something like that. Very anyway. So here, in fact, avatars of Swayam Bhagavan are innumerable. That's what it's saying. Avatarahi asangeya hare satvanide divija yata vidasina kula sarasaksuyu sahasrasana means thousands, and actually unlimited because 1,000 million, this is all. So, O Brahmana, the incarnation of the Lord are innumerable, like the rivulets flowing from inexhaustible sources of water. It's just flowing all the time and all the time. And once, Swayam Bhagavan also comes along with that. That nobody knows that unless we see the next slide there. Rishayo manavo deva manuputra manujasaha kala sarve harerieva. Saprajapatayak smritaha. All the rishis, manus, demigods and descendants of Manu who are especially powerful are plenary portions of the Lord. These also includes Prajapatis. Okay, very carefully we have to understand. These incarnations are a mixture of the manifestation coming from what? Amsa means Purushas, then their planetary portion of that planetary portion. That's what this sloka is talking about. This is the 27th sloka that we're talking about. I can't put the thing on the slide. It is saying that. So whatever you have seen, this is not just like a plane. You cannot take like that because they have different levels of appearance. Now comes this is the one. Very careful. And after describing this many, but finally he said, it's innumerable, I cannot describe. I cannot describe the avatars of, Lord. Lord means Lord's expansion, wherever it's coming from. Yete chamsha kala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrahari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti yuge yuge. Yete. So what is it? All of the above mentioned incarnations of these, whatever that we covered, now watch out about this thing. You have to be very careful. Don't think everybody is coming from the same. Don't think everybody is of the same level. They came for different purpose, even though the Lord Krishna, what is the title of this particular chapter? Lord Krishna is the Swayam, is the souls of all incarnation. That is the title of this thing. Then why are they calling Krishna as avatar? This is why, this is the crocodile philosophy. Somewhere they will get, and the whole entire world is now saying that he is just a subordinate of Vishnu. This is what it is coming. But the fact is, Vishnu is actually his subordinate. So it says all the above mentioned incarnation that we have described so far, they are either plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions of the portions of Swayam Bhagavan Lord Krishna. But Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. But Lord Krishna, we mentioned, is the original personality of Godhead. Don't get confused. From whom only all those expansion and incarnation, this and that, everything came from him only. Don't get confused that Krishna is also an avatar. You have to be careful. You see that? But this loka, how many people are studying? It's in Srimad Bhagavatam. They are blind. So all of the others appear on planets whenever there is a disturbance created by the atheist. And of course the Lord comes and Krishna wants to do many things. But what is he? Is Rasa Raja. Raso Vaisaha. That's what the Vedas say. Yajurveda, that's what it's saying. Only one line. Because after he says, see, Durlabham, I mean, because I am really beyond Vedas. Vedeshu Durlabham. You cannot find me by studying Vedas and all these things, because I am away from all the way out. But there is only one line coming. That is, that boy, there is a cowherd boy. He is Rasa Vaisaha. That's what is coming there. But no, nothing more than that. Of course, of all the Vedas that we have received, how much is there actually? Only 6% of 10, less than 10% is actually available. Everything is gone. Although the Brahma Samhita, out of the 100 chapters that Lord Brahma revealed, only one chapter we got. How much understanding we can have? You have a book of 100 pages and one page you got, and then out of the one page you are thinking that, oh yes, I read the book. All destroyed. Now like the Nalanda University is now coming back. Look at here, millions of books were actually destroyed, burned. Of course, the knowledge is there. It will come. It will be revealed. So no one can destroy those. So this is an important verse that says that even though like other expansion, Lord Krishna also seems to descend, Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan from whom everything else comes from. Some may say, oh, Krishna is a purna avatar. Purna avatar. That's not how it's saying. Why are you saying that? Bhagavatam is not saying that way. And also, and all the cantos, 10th canto is about himself. 10th canto is his heart. Then all the other cantos until 9, he's really slowly preparing us. Hey, first grade, second grade, then go to third grade. Yeah, Vishnu is the highest, then Narayana is the highest. And when it comes to the 10th stage, this thing, everything turned. No. So for whatever that you have learned, all these things to prepare you to understand Krishna. He's not Purna Avatara, if you want to call. But you know why they are going with that? There is something there more. That is because when he comes, okay, watch the arrow, there is a dotted line I am using there. Because he also want to come down, right? Everybody else is coming. And Krishna and Balaram, they wanted to come together, they came. Because they are the very top. And now, how will you come down? He has to come, okay, who is the door to this entrance, this universe, to really come as what of the descension, I will call descension. All the others are called avatar, but they also, the Swayam Bhagavan also want to come. He also has to come through the regular way. Just because I am the owner of the house, to really check my renting guys, they are all doing good, they are taking care of my house. You will also go through the same door that the residents are also using. You are not going to go through the roof unless it is Nigeria. Nigeria, we really heard that the robberies normally, they go through the roof. They climb on the roof and then put a hole and then pick everything. Nigeria is different totally. Anyway, so here we have to be very, very careful to understand. Because I will give probably just an example. How to understand this? In a prison, because of our earth is a prison. We are suffering in this. Because of our wrong decision or whatever, and according to the karma, we are actually suffering here only. In the prison, so many prison officers are visiting every day, right? They live outside, not inside. They live outside and then come into the same entrance to take care of to really manage the prison. That's what they do. They all come from the prison entrance as they are the executives. But very rarely, once in a while, the president or the king also comes to the prison. Isn't it? Like for example, I really took one where the President Obama visited a prison once. Look at those. He is visiting here. But he also comes through the same door, like everybody else. For him, they are not really putting a hole in the top of the prison or something like in Nigeria, people used to do that for robbing. No, he's not doing that. Isn't it foolish to really do like that? So he also comes through the same way. That is why they say through Paramatma he is appearing. Oh, yes, because all the incarnations coming from through Paramatma to this world, that doesn't mean that, when everybody is the same thing. No, here different. You understand? So now look at the title for the chapter again. It is Krishna is the source of all incarnations. What are they reading? Are they reading Bhagavatam or they are reading some nonsense? So, with that verse in focus, saying Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, he is not avatar. Then with that, he is concluding the third chapter. He says, Tatra kirtayato vipra se bhuri tejasaha aham chatyagamam tatra nivishtas tat anugrahat. So aham vakshravaishyami yada ditam yata matihi. Oh, learned Brahmanas. Where he is talking about Brahmanas? This goes to the again I do this, the Naimisaranya. Where in Naimisaranya, that Sutta Goswami is talking to all the sages, Brahmanas. When Sukadeva Goswami recited Bhagavatam there, in the presence of Emperor Parishit Maharaj, I heard him with rapt attention. And thus by his mercy I learned the Bhagavatam from that great and powerful sage. Now I shall try to make you hear the very same thing as I learned it from him and as I have realized it. So this word, the realization, is important. Otherwise, it will be superficial only. We have to have the realization. Otherwise, we cannot understand the devotional dimension. For that, we need Gurudev. So all these things under the shelter of Gurudev only, we are able to hear. We are actually then, our mindset is that you are hearing from Gurudev. He is everything for us. He is everything for us. So with that, I will conclude here. And my special Dandavat Pranams to Sripad Shanta Maharaj, who is also happened to join us here today. And we are here actually, we are in our home. Vanja Kalpa Tarupchacha, Kripa Sindhupa Evacha, Paditanam Bhavanepyo, Vaishnavepyo, Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.